know what's going on, man. Y'all know I'm moving strong, man. Staying G, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the Chicago King Von, Lil Durk, and FBG Durk situation. You know what I'm saying? Because for a long time, everybody was speculating on did King Von have it done. And at that time, a lot of people didn't want to really point the finger because King Von was still alive. And the thing about that is, man, King Von is one of those cats that you don't really want to play with like that. You know what I'm saying? Born a gangster, born in the gangster matrix, so he don't know nothing but the gangster matrix. You understand, G? You feel? But let's keep it real though. King Von had to make that move for Durk to make that move. You understand, G? King Von had to put in that work for Lil Durk to go up where he at with no problems at all on his, I say on his gangsterisms. On his gangsterisms. Yeah, King Von really had to make that move for Durk. You understand, G? But y'all know what's going on. Oh man, y'all in the right place with Stan G. And I'm gonna keep it real as can be. See, first thing first, King Von really never messed with Durk. I mean, with LBG Durk. He really never messed with LBG Durk. You know what I'm talking about? Just cause the BD and the GD situation. And LBG Durk had a stronghold in Chicago. Yeah, he really did. He had a stronghold in Chicago. And really, if you really pay attention to it, Chicago's similar to Memphis. How Memphis always had one king at a time, and everybody else fight for that spot, that top spot. Chicago the same way. See, Von was going for the top spot. And thing about it, he was never gonna make it to the top spot because of Lil Durk had him signed. That's what a lot of dudes sign you for, to keep you under them. You understand, G? So while Durk was focused on staying on top, he see LBG Durk out the corner of his eye trying to come and take the spot. See, LBG Durk was a problem from the get-go because he was messing up their money. And everybody knew Durk was a real gangster. You understand, G? See, Durk stayed in the city, made moves in the city. He really looked like one of the big dogs in the city. And Von was known to be one of the big dogs, one of the people who really play with them tools and do what he do. You understand, G? See, thing about it, King Von, like, nah, my guy, it ain't gonna be number one big dog. You know what I'm saying? So he had to make a move. He had to shake something. He had to make something happen. See, really, LBG Durk was the biggest op who was really in the entertainment business for Durk and Von. See, Von, he knew that Lil Durk really, you know what I'm talking about, was I ain't gonna just say envious of him, but was in real competition. Was in real competition with him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he like, man, but we know for sure this Durk dude in competition with us. You know what I'm saying? This Durk dude really, he really a problem in the game. You understand, G? So he a real problem. you know. So we got to get all the problems out the way. Kind of like Young Dolph and Gotti. You know what I'm saying? See, Durk was a problem. See, I mean, Duck was a problem. So they had to get that problem out of the way so Von can go up and so Durk can go up even more. See, Von wasn't gonna be able to go up because of Duck. And if he was go and if Duck was still around, he was gonna take Duck up with him. Because the person you beefing with automatically grab on to your name too. Just like Yo Gotti attached Young Dolph with the beef and all the things that increased around this situation. You understand, G? See now, what's finna go down? Now Lil Durk in a spot that everybody gonna be shooting at him, trying to get on his level. Because now it ain't no other competition in the city but that guy, Lil Durk. He really the king now. You understand, G? See, if it was pointing towards him and they was saying, oh, Durk killed Duck, he would have been in the same situation got in right now. But everybody feel like, man, come on now. Everybody like King Von, he the murderer. He did it. He the murderer. You understand, G? So while everybody thinking Von, the murderer, who really called the shot? You understand, G? Y'all run them lights to get me hyped up. Y'all already know I'ma stay piped up. So bam. Now the case happened with Durk and Von. They'll make it even hotter for Lil Durk. Now somebody gotta get out the way. Because now Von the problem. You understand, G? See why Von is the problem. You know what I'm saying? They thinking of a plan how to get him out the way so Lil Durk can live in better days. You understand, G? See, if Vaughn was still here, it would have been still problems in the courtroom, you know, problems about the Duck case, you know, because Vaughn was never going to snitch on himself. You know, he wasn't going to take the case. He wasn't going to take the charge. You seen how he was looking in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? You seen how he was looking in the courtroom. But Lil Durk was basically laid back in the courtroom because he already know he wasn't finna take that charge. His money too large. You understand, G? So bam, what's gonna happen now? Vaughn get took out. Now since Vaughn got took out, do y'all really think Durk gonna live happily forever after? Or he gonna have to live around 25 dudes all his life? Cause I know he ain't gonna be 50 years old still running with 25, 30 dudes. Nah, they backdoor Vaughn. I feel you. I feel you on that. Because Vaughn was in a position to get backdoored. He played that position. They feel like Vaughn was like the trouble child that you couldn't get. You really couldn't sit down at all. See, Vaughn played his own role. He played his own position in the game. They knew they couldn't. They knew Vaughn was a problem. You know what I'm saying? It went no situation you can calm him down but backdoor him. And he already knew that. Cause if you look at the video he did with academics before he ended up like a day or a week before he ended up dying. I think it was a day before he ended up dying. He said these folks who sitting in the car with me let somebody creep up on me. I'ma think it was one of them. I think I got backdoored. So him saying that, he automatically already knew that, man, it's a possibility that I can get backdoored out here because he was the chosen one. If you notice, Durk's style changed because the person you in the studio with who got the hardest style, you gonna gravitate to that style. I can't say let Durk took his style, But at the same time, him listening to him, he got that rugged, uncut, you know what I'm talking about, straight off the street flow. That will make everybody gravitate to you. Now when you in the game and you know everything and you got that polished flow, nah, folks ain't feeling that no more. You gotta have that raw and uncut, that Stan G. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of folks mess with me. I got that uncut flow, and I'm an artist at the same time dealing with this content. You understand, G? So all that in a bubble, I know how to bring the crowd to me. You understand, G? So if you know how to bring the crowd to you, and you know how to really, man, say stuff and get on that next level, man, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. See, Von had that charisma about himself with the females and the dudes. You know what I'm saying? See, if you got that charisma, you can take that around the world, and you're gonna be great. At least you can get snaked by a snake. But do that make Lil Durk a snake, or was he just handling his business so he can hold a crown in Chicago? Yeah, that make him a snake if he messed around and backdoor Von, cause he was calling him twin. They were hugged up brotherly love. But some folks don't like competition. Some folks don't. Mm-mm. So to cut out the competition, you gotta cut the head. You understand, G? And that's exactly what he did. He already saying, man, I'm the Jay-Z of Chicago. He the Jay-Z of Chicago. So basically he's saying he run things. That's just like saying you the Yo Gotti of Chicago. Basically you saying you the king. You understand, G? See, Dirk always wanted to be in the spot of being the king because this ain't what you want, and all that singing and everything else he was bringing when singing in the ears of the streets in Chicago. Let's keep it real. See, everybody wanted Sosa. You know what I'm saying? Everybody messed with Sosa. Sosa had Chicago on lock for a long time. You know what I'm talking about? So when Sosa had Chicago on lock, Lil Durk sitting back looking like, Chief Key got Chicago on lock right now. My music is just mediocre, and he running the game. So as he grew older, he grew his dreads back out, and now it's time to bring them things back out and put it in the music. So he had to create another street image to put him back in the blogs, to get him back in the people's face. You understand, G? And him having beef with NBA YoungBoy only made him increase. But see, NBA YoungBoy know it's real killers over there. See, NBA YoungBoy already felt that wave coming from Von, so he really had to watch himself. Von wasn't scared to go handle business by himself, so you know he wasn't scared to drop a bag. And see, money, the type of money he had, was the worst thing that he really could have had at that point, because that only made him more violent, more dangerous. Because a dude like Von can live off 1,000, you know what I'm talking about, in the hood for a month. So you give him extra money, he gonna have extra soldiers and extra people around him ready to handle the business. You understand, G? And see, thing about it, that old block is a stronghold in the city of Chicago because it's been rapped about so much. You know what I'm saying? It's been put out there so long, and it has so many players from this section that's really got strong ties in the city. A lot of them boys over there in the O Block had big names, you know what I'm saying, around the world, overseas, just because everybody was gravitating what Von was doing, how Von case was, how Dirk blew up, how Dirk put out like put Von on and Von ended up putting the whole team on. You never heard them many names come from a Lil Dirk until Von got on. Then you heard about the move offs and all the other people who was really them people. You know what I'm saying? Who were really handling business. And when they seen Von break bread like that, nobody never seen that. None other than King Von started that, breaking bread with his whole team and really bringing a loaf and passing it out on camera. No rapper never did that, so they looked at him like really he was the biggest gangster and the realest out of all the rappers. That what a lot of folks seen in the game. Oh man, but sometimes being too real can take you out because there's always a fake out there who hate the way you being real. Oh man, you understand, G? The whole time, Vaughn was, you know what I'm saying, coming up in the game, doing his thing. Lil Durk sitting back watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he bragging in this song. You know, when you say little stuff like that, I'm the biggest doing my thing. You can't hang. You say some little stuff like that. Oh, like, oh, he saying he the biggest in the game. You can't hang. He talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people take it upon themselves to feel a certain type of way when you really an artist and you putting your words out there. You be talking about any lit joker who just said something to you on the internet or in the hood or anything, but the person who bigger than you gonna feel like, man, you talking about me, I'm bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? They almost want you to give them the credit, like, oh yeah, you bigger than me, man. They want you to brag about them when you in the motion of bragging about yourself. Oh man, we the biggest. Y'all know what I say. Y'all know how I live. Y'all know how I rock. Oh man. But if you don't believe in yourself, then who gonna believe in you? Nobody. Because you don't even believe in yourself. And you gonna carry that in your mannerisms. Oh man. Understand G, y'all run them lights up, get me hyped up. Y'all know I'ma stay piped up. But believe it or not, Duck and Von together would have took over Chicago. So they had to subtract Duck. I mean Dirk and Von was locked in. They had Chicago, but they had to subtract LBG Duck to really take over Chicago. To have the young dudes really looking up to only them. Because LBG Duck had folks looking up to him still. Y'all see how when he died, it was a real strong energy came about. It was a real strong energy that everybody seen, and it hit hard through the city and out the city. So bam, what they had to do, they had to go ahead and act like they ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You see Vaughn doing interviews talking about Duck, all types of stuff going on. So bam, my folks had to move strong. You understand, G? Oh man. But peep gang though. When you really out here making moves, man, you gotta keep quiet. You can't let these folks know your next move just because of a hater. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put great energy out here in the game, cause whatever you put out, you must get it back. And I tell y'all about that. I'm Mr. Energy. Oh man. Yeah, Vaughn made a bad decision that night, but at the same time, anywhere it go, he was gonna be set up that night. He was gonna have to get it that night, even if he would have stayed sitting in the car. Somebody would have to come through and handle that business because it was already shots was called from the big dogs. You understand, G? You feel what I feel? So bam, I'm Mr. Energy, so I feel energy. And peep game. Soon as it happened, they're back in blood. Yeah, you got it back in blood. Like he instantly cut on the camera, like he already like everything was set up to happen just like it happened. So bam, when he playing that back in blood and he went live, he already knew what happened. He already knew what happened because there was a call by the big dogs. Of course, Chicago will never be the same. Of course, Memphis will never be the same because, like I told y'all, when they killed Dolph in Memphis, they stopped the heartbeat of Memphis. You hear me? So Memphis skipped the heartbeat right now because the crown must be passed down. Especially, it's supposed to be Dolph time right now. Oh man! So now everything got to get back on track and start breathing right because Memphis ain't breathing right now. So now everything, basically, the sit in the hospital right now until they pass their crown on down and get on a whole nother level. Oh man, y'all know what's going on, right? So bam, Stan G gotta go on jump in the game and take this game to a whole nother level. But everything I'm saying is allegedly for entertainment purpose. Y'all know what I do. Oh man, y'all keep on coming through. Y'all know what's going on. Stan G, I'm moving strong. Big love and all the above. I love y'all. Stay dangerous, but most of all, stay out the way. Oh man, we ain't stopping it all. We popping it all. Jack, and this how I'ma react.